Hey, everybody. We got interesting stuff coming up today. Larry King, if you wanted to see him in concert, it's too late for that. We have Pink Mac and Cheese. What the heck is that? And the stock market goes crazy. All that and more coming up right now on the Morning Laugh.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Laugh. I'm your host today, Josh Novi, and with me in the studio at their own places, because it'd be weird if we were all together, we have our friends Brian Kohatsu, Chris Wineland, and Mike James.
Good morning.
What's up, man? Good morning. How is everyone this fine morning?
Doing well. I must apologize right off the bat for the awkwardness at the beginning. I put the wrong people up, and I take full blame and responsibility. Go.
No, I just wanted to say I'm jealous that I was not a part of the awkwardness in the beginning. I love the way that Josh drank his coffee and just kind of stared. It was very entertaining, but I wish I was there. So.
Relax me.
I pretend I'm that Kermit the Frog meme where something happens and I just go.
Crystal's already joining us this morning, guys. Say good morning to Crystal.
Hi, good morning, Crystal.
See, we're not alone. People are watching. All right. Get bright and early.
So hey, let's. I want to get into this one real quick. This is the biggest news for me is that the number 2 method in China for testing for COVID now is a anal swab. That is much smaller than I thought it was going to be. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought it would be. Okay, all right. What do you guys think? It is ironic that it's the number 2 method, but
I just hope they don't use the swab for anything else.
Yeah.
I think it's desperate times, desperate measures.
Well, I'll tell you right now, what makes it worse isn't that they want to do it. It's that they're recommending we do it triple times now. So they want it 3 times just to be safe.
I know when you get the quick test here with the swab, they put it up your nose, but way, way, way up your nose.
Yeah.
Just saying. I don't know how they do it there, but
it feels like it touches your brain, which is also how it feels the other way too. So
it touches your brain.
As long as they do the top and the bottom at the same time and they touch, that would be horrible.
Have you guys
a whole other problem?
Elliot. That's what they
What was that, Chris?
Have you guys had the test? Not the anal one.
I have not. My wife has had it because she went in for surgery and they made her take it right before surgery.
Wow.
Yeah, I had it done, and it wasn't as bad as everyone says it was. Probably because everyone said how bad it was, and I was expecting the worst, and it wasn't. I
don't know. I think it's different for different people. Like for me, I have a very sensitive nose. If I some people go and pull out a nose hair. If I did that, I'd be sneezing for a week. So my nose is sensitive. If they have something up there, I'd be in trouble. I'd be.
Well, my fiance is an esthetician, and we take care of my nose hair.
Estheticians do nose hair too.
Yeah, nose hair, chin hair, all the hair.
Ear hair.
Ear hair. Yep.
Huh.
Eyebrow hair.
That's the thing. I get in trouble for not maintaining my nose hair and my ear hair at home.
Mike
I shouldn't care where I maintain it, but at home, I swear I get in trouble for it.
What about you?
Mike's like, what's the number to that? Is it by the hair or is it,
maybe I'll come over and have a talk with Leslie.
Call Ease Aesthetics by Leslie 480-242-7331.
That's our first product placement of the day.
She has availability on Monday, Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
We have a sponsor.
Call out.
It's called Give Me Money. That's our new sponsor. Oh man! And how is everyone doing this morning? Did you guys get your coffee? Except for Mike, who is the freakazoid.
I'm doing it.
Don't show water like that.
You act like I just waterboarded you.
You did.
You know, Mike, don't show water like that. Show it the way it was meant to be shown.
Yeah. At least that's in a bottle. I understand, Brian.
How is that different?
You showed us a lonely cup. There's not even ice in it. You didn't do anything. It's just water from a stream for all we know. It's disrespectful in the morning.
No,
It's just from a stream, like an animal.
if I know Mike, it was taken from a green hose.
Every day is summer at my house.
That's right. You don't even need the cup, Mike, right?
That's right.
How do you drink water, Chris?
I drink it like a man. I
Out of
put
a
it through a
bottle.
machine. I put it through a machine where there's coffee.
I go to the river and I dunk my head underneath.
That's right.
I drink it like a real man from a waterfall. That's how I take my showers too.
Actually, look, I have water, but it's in a mason. Okay, it's very different. It's a very different thing than what you have.
That could be moonshine for all we know.
Yeah.
It is.
This is not getting any better. I have a bidet. I have a bidet that goes into an actual
A bidet.
squirts out of there into this bedpan. It's delicious.
Oh, back to the anal swab.
And then and we brought it full circle.
And back there. Oh man, something else that happened this week that's very sad. Larry King, guys. The great Larry King has passed away.
Hey, I think maybe we could approach this with more sensitivity since Chris never saw him in concert.
That's true. I'm sorry, Chris. Larry King is survived by many children, ex-wives, and his girlfriend who found out from her principal that he passed away. And I heard she missed PE class. That's what it was a sad day all around.
Have you guys ever seen that interview?
You're on the air.
Have you ever seen that interview with Larry King and Jerry Seinfeld when Larry King implied that the Seinfeld show was canceled?
Yeah.
You ever seen that interview? It's great.
Yeah.
Seinfeld's like, what? I think he's the number one suspect in this murder.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, it's Larry King dies at 87. Suspects abound.
Police suspect foul play.
Find my murderer, fellas. Find him. North Dakota, you're on the air.
Guys, I heard that he was killed in Schenectady.
Oh God.
Wow.
Oh my God. I love how Chris has no idea who we're talking about.
No,
do you know who we're talking about, Chris?
of course I know who you're talking about. I don't know
Jerry
anything about
Seinfeld.
him. He was the king. He was one of the kings. Okay.
He was. You're right. He was one of several kings.
He was one of the.
There was Larry King and Martin Luther King. Those two.
And of course, Elvis Presley, the king.
My favorite comedian ever, which I know we're comedians, so I'm about to divide us very quickly. But my favorite comedian of all time is Jay Leno. So already, I'm sure that divides us. Are any of you guys Letterman fans?
Hey, guys, I got this. I'm sorry.
just wipe him out.
So the reason I say that is because I only know of Larry King through Jay Leno and a lot of monologue jokes he would tell where he would mention Larry King. So that's how I know him.
I am actually on board with you. I'm a Leno fan over Letterman.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow. What about you, Brian?
Well, I think we all have to look at the great Pat Sajak first. And then of course,
He had a talk show, right?
sure.
He did.
The great
That's
Michael
right.
Douglas. The I'm trying anything that Chris is going to scratch his head over right now. I'm going to say Merv Griffin,
Sally Jesse Raphael.
Sally Jesse Raphael. Of
Okay, I don't know who that
Phil
is.
Donahue, and of course,
Well, I don't want to name drop anyone, but we just name dropped him. So, but I have had the pleasure of working with Leno a few times, and he is absolutely just one of the nicest people I've ever met.
That's why I like him. He's so much nicer than any of the other late night people have ever been.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
really good of it.
He's really a nice guy.
Wow.
Did you guys read
I
this in the
didn't know.
paper? Apparently, I'm for these guys' favorite person.
Probably, actually, you'll like this, Chris. Probably the best thing that ever happened to me with Leno was we were in the green room and he goes, "Hey, you want some food?" And I was like, "No, I just came from the Cheesecake Factory." He goes, "You cheesecake? No." And I was like 3 words. He said everything. He said my life, and I was like, "That's amazing." You cheesecake? No.
No. I love that. Wow. That's so cool. I've never worked with him. I've never even met the guy. I saw him live for my birthday one time. Micah got me tickets and we drove up to Comedy and Magic Club in Hermosa Beach. We drove all the way up. And it was the best live performance stand-up I've ever seen in my life. And I wanted to meet him, and they told me, sorry, like he doesn't, he doesn't stay back. And so he got in his car like immediately and left. And I was like, no. So
He shows up after the show starts and he leaves like as soon as his set is over. He gets off stage and he walks out.
Mike does the same thing. Mike does that every show.
Wait,
Is Mike talking to people?
Is Mike Jay Leno?
You never see us both in the same place at the same time.
That's a very good point. It's a very good point.
I went to see Leno. A neighbor of mine was really into cars, and his career was built on obtaining exotic foreign cars, and he was just really into that. So he knew Jay Leno through the car world, and I went out there one time to go to Jay's garage, to actually physically go there with Jay Leno. But anyway, in that whole process, we went to the show. I think it was the second to the last show he recorded. So a few years ago, and afterwards he brought us up, and I got my picture taken with him and all that. I never received a copy of the picture. I was so irritated, and the producer that took the picture, they're all gone at that point. There's no way to contact him. So,
well, it's on his wall, Mike. He actually has pictures of everyone he's taken a picture of.
And this is when I met Mike James.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, that's okay. Wow. Well, that's what about you, Brian? You're the only one that doesn't have a Jay Leno story. What's this?
I used to watch the show sometimes, and then when I got bored, I'd switch over to Letterman, and then I'd be like, "Oh, I got better things to do. I'd go to bed."
What's funny is lately, with the way the world is right now, and just watching the news or anything just gets me down. So I try to avoid it, but I want to keep up to date. But before I go to bed, I need to kind of like unwind. So lately, I've been watching old reruns of Jay Leno's Headlines. That was my favorite part of the show. And they just crack me up. It's just the funniest thing watching these headline mistakes or whatever.
Now, I know that you guys are like, so when I was a kid, I would actually stay up late. I would pretend I was asleep, and then I would stay up late and then go sneak down, and I would watch Arsenio Hall. That's what I got into for comedy.
Yes.
If you've ever seen any of my shows, you know that there's some, I've stolen a lot of things from him.
Yeah, I don't know why in the middle of your show you always bring a guest on an interview.
I don't know. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah.
It makes sense as to why you make fun of one particular section of the crowd.
I do.
Yeah.
It's true, because I'm always like, why people be doing this? I don't know why I'm a.
What people be doing?
Yeah, I want to hear the rest of this joke though. Go ahead. White people what?
What do we do?
You know how are always like, respectful.
Okay.
Yeah, good
That's
good save.
So, I have some interesting news. So if you guys know or have been watching, I know, Chris, you were saying that you were making note of how the stock market kind of went crazy yesterday.
Yes.
And so what basically happened, from my understanding, is that some independent investors decided to go in and do what the hedge fund people normally do, which is kind of manipulate the stock market a little bit. But what happens, I don't want to get into too much detail, but it's possible to make money on a stock loss. Basically, you just buy the stock in advance with a guarantee of, well, if it goes up, I'll buy it. But if it goes down, I get this money back. So you're hedging your bet on movement of the stock, basically, movement downward. So hedge funds do this all the time. The problem is if you don't have a certain amount of money in the stock market, you can't do a lot of stuff that the big players do. It's a very unfair advantage. So
Continue.
sorry, I'm getting into too much detail. Anyway, the basics are independent investors went and they're trying to bring down the hedge fund so that there was an even playing field. But as a result, stocks like AMC, which is just tanking normally, skyrocketed. But even more than that, stock for GameStop, a company that's just, I think, about out of business. It was like a $2 stock, went up to over almost $400 yesterday, just instantly. And had it reached 400, all these hedge fund people that had the hedge against it would have had to purchase it at $400. It would have lost billions. It would have destroyed all the hedge funds. They did not make it, however, because the people that have vested interest in all that stopped them through manipulation of their trading. They froze the stocks. They did all these other kind of pretty much illegal things. Mm-hmm. Anyway, that's what happened. So AMC stock went crazy high, which is interesting because their theaters aren't open.
Yeah. Now, I've actually been...
AMC's a movie theater?
Yes.
And what are movies?
Hey, guys heard of this AMC?
Wasn't AMC originally the American Movie Channel? I always thought of it as that.
No.
Well,
yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
But
I'm not sure if it's the same company, but what they both played movies, so that's a plus.
Well, I was going to join that bandwagon and get AMC stocks, but I misunderstood and I bought Acme stocks for the Looney Tunes and just fun explosives.
They have great jet skates.
Do you know how much they were the original Amazon? They sold so much stuff and delivered in the middle of the desert.
That's right.
It's good stock.
No matter where you were. Yeah.
Now
I remember a while ago I was painting a tunnel on a rock, so you go through and catch a train. And an anvil came by who? That's right, Acme.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I do want to comment on this really interesting AMC stock thing. I've been following it, and if you guys follow my Instagram at all, I will once a week go into.
Does anybody follow his Instagram? I don't.
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know what an Instagram is.
Okay, well, it's usually just me and my mom. But me and my mom will discuss on Instagram once a week about basically fake news and what is happening in the entertainment industry behind the scenes that basically just shows an intentional way of messing with people or of really kind of changing your mindset, like manipulating everything. So I've been following this and, the huge vast as to how this happened was on Reddit, right? It was a subreddit to get the stocks to go up.
Right.
Well, late last night, they completely got rid of the subreddit. Reddit got rid of the subreddit.
They also deleted the accounts on it and everything.
Yes, but here's the reason they did it. What they said was that there was inappropriate language on there about bullying each other. If you've ever been on Reddit, that's all they do. Right. So I don't want to hear anybody.
They also have channels for the KKK. And all these other, it was a complete farce. The heavy players of the stock market shut down all of their accounts.
Okay, and then let's take it even further. I told Mike, I was like, there's no way I could talk about this next week on my Instagram because there's not enough proof, but there is proof. It's so weird. It's like right in front of your eyes, but it's not like intentional to say anything. Motley Fool is like the #1 articles for stocks. Well, all yesterday, they didn't comment. I think they did a couple articles in the very beginning about AMC and Reddit and everything. And then immediately they changed the course and they started doing all these articles about a bunch of other stocks that you need to invest in and a bunch of other stocks that are skyrocketing. No mention of AMC or GameStop.
Yeah,
So
I think, yeah, you're right.
and what I'm saying is that they have vested interest. All the people that have the media have vested interest in other things, not in the thing that skyrocketed that ended up helping them lose money. So they're going to change the whole conversation. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not into controversy or to conspiracy theories, but it's starting to be more and more blatant. The things that are being manipulated in all of society in America are starting to come to the surface and be like, oh, well, that's kind of obvious. Well, this is obvious what you're doing here. But anyway, moving forward.
Right. If you're just joining us, we're talking about the AMC. Picture date, of course, the AMC Gremlin.
Yeah, which is second only to the now I forgot the name of it. Remember the one that blew up? What was the one that blew up?
Oh, the Ford Pinto.
Pinto.
Yeah.
That's the Pinto. The Gremlin, the Pinto.
You can't compare this to the
Maria. Those are the ones that the Pilgrims came over on.
I want you guys to realize the fun that the people in the back are having on the beach with the Gremlin.
They are having fun.
A Gremlin is so much fun that you want to create a human pyramid.
Yep.
Wow.
Time
Hey,
for
you guys want to do like a human pyramid next time we're all together?
I do.
Okay, cool. I'll go top.
Finally.
I would love to.
Somebody had to ask. As we would move forward today, I think it would be remiss if we did not mention that Cloris Leachman passed away, 94 years old. Amazing talent.
Mm-hmm.
She did. Mary Tyler Moore. She was so great in that.
She was so great. Also, she took out Larry King, so which was
she grabbed him on the way.
Yes. Now Cloris
You guys
Leachman.
got me with Cloris Leachman. I don't know who she is.
You don't know Cloris Leachman? Have you ever seen Young Frankenstein?
No.
Why you got Bogoink? What?
She was great. She was hilarious in that.
Put on his schedule.
She was on Mary Tyler Moore. Surely you've seen that, Chris.
Young Frankenstein is actually for me it's the #1 comedy in my book. It's my favorite comedy of all time.
Great.
Nominated for an Oscar for best screenplay. Mel Brooks directed, written by Gene Wilder. That's what the Oscar.
Yeah.
But Cloris Leachman was fantastic in that. High Anxiety is another one of my favorite ones. This is Nurse Diesel. She was disgustingly great in this role.
Yeah. She's a phenomenal actor from Des Moines, Iowa. That's her claim to fame is that she's from Des Moines, Iowa. So that's a big one.
Nice.
Norm actually just piped in and said that Wonder Woman's mom. That is absolutely correct. She played Linda Carter's mom. She was the queen on the Wonder Woman series. She was the queen on the island. I don't know the name of the island, but she was Wonder Woman's mom. Going way back.
Thessalonica.
Yes.
I don't know.
Chris, are you familiar with Wonder Woman or the concept of Wonder Woman?
I've heard the name. Yeah.
He only knows the new one. He didn't know that there was anything before the 1984 movie.
Right.
I actually knew that there were some before, but I never.
Okay, Chris. So you've not heard or seen this person before?
Oh yeah. Wait, isn't that Joy Behar from The View?
Yeah, it was a younger Joy Behar. That's Sally Jesse Raphael.
Yeah, let's take one more look.
That's not Joy Behar.
The clue.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. It looks like her.
The red glasses are a giveaway for our generation.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
callers.
I'm gonna wake up.
Someone's time to wake up.
Oh man.
So,
Oh, well, I guess we are making people sad in the comment section. Okay, we're gonna
Yeah.
move on. All
I'm
right, sorry people that we have no what's the word I'm looking for? It's really early. You know, you guys know like when it's very early and you already are not good with words, and then you start like trying to say words, and then your brain's just like, nah, you're a moron.
I love Josh that you Jay Leno that whole thing. It's yeah, we noticed that. It's really early in the morning, and yeah.
I like how you phrase it as you're not good with you're already not good with words. Like most people's day, they get bad with words later, but
Yeah.
early morning, you're already not good with it.
It's very abrupt. It's my morning starts up and I go. Oh wow. Let's see here. What else do we have going on? Oh, I'm actually very excited about this one because it is. I love gross news. I'm very excited.
As indicated by the anal swab story you mentioned earlier.
They've teamed up with the anal swab people and Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Oh, gross.
They are releasing a special Valentine's Day macaroni and cheese that is pink.
Oh, I knew cheese wasn't real in those things.
Oh, gross. I don't even like the way it says it. Ugh.
It should say candy.
I don't even like the way they said it.
You're right, Josh. It should have a question mark at the end of it.
It looks like somebody took all the white good and plenties out of the bowl.
No,
It's
there's
so
nothing
gross.
good.
They said in the packet that has the whatever the flavoring, it's going to have flavorings of candy, sugar, and vanilla.
Oh.
But here's the best part: is that this is in addition to the cheese packet.
Oh, so it's
not-
sweetened cheese.
Yeah. So they're going to be taking some cheese packets, going to throw in some candy, and
Well,
mix it up.
It could be
And
better
then,
for your kids than pasta and sugar. Yeah.
I mean, obviously, we're all going to try this on air, right? I mean,
We're gonna have to. I don't understand. When will food companies realize you can't just change the color of food and think it's going to work? Heinz did that with ketchup. Remember the green and purple ketchup?
Oh yeah.
Or not Heinz. That was it was Heinz, right?
Yeah. And I remember when I remember seeing that and being like, oh man, I need the purple ketchup so bad. And then I had the purple ketchup. And this is the worst. I need the red ketchup.
And it was just the color, but the color of it just made it taste worse somehow.
Yeah.
Well, I remember my daughter had to do. They were doing a Dr. Seuss reading thing at school, and it was green eggs and ham. So they're like, "Have your parents make you green eggs and ham." So I made her scrambled eggs, and I was ready to barf. Like it was just like it's just disgusting looking.
Green food coloring in it.
Yeah, it was gross.
My mom did that every St. Patrick's Day.
Hmm.
We'd have green scrambled eggs for St. Patrick's Day.
And that's why the Irish drink.
That's a bit, yeah. But we're Irish, so that was what we were supposed to do. We thought.
James is
By the way, being Irish, my whole family, my family now, my immediate family, wife and kids, and my siblings and parents, they all love corned beef. I cannot stand corned beef.
Really?
Do you guys like corned beef?
Yeah, I love it. Why don't you like it?
I don't know. Just I like beef, and corned beef is not the same. It's like purple ketchup. I like regular ketchup. I don't know.
Well,
I like corn ketchup. That's my favorite.
Corned ketchup.
On February 11th, I will be kind of the leader of that episode.
Mhm.
So I will send each of you pink mac and cheese, and we will eat it at 6 a.m, real time.
That's going to be awful.
This is
It's
gonna
gonna be
be,
super awful.
it's gonna
I'm
be
going to
the
have to
worst.
get up at 4 just to get it prepared.
and
Yeah.
we will excuse ourselves at 6:10.
I'm going to go get anally swabbed.
Welcome to the morning vomitorium.
You know, the only thing better than the story would be is if Pop Tarts came out with a mac and cheese flavor. You know, because why not?
In my head, I'm just imagining that you just take a handful of mac and cheese and you shove it in a toaster. And then,
Exactly. Press down on it.
Oh man. So the lottery was won, everybody.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Both of
Was
them.
it-
I guess there was an $800 million one and like $1 billion one. Both those lotteries were won by single people.
What state?
I mean, I don't know what their marital status was, but they're individual.
I was gonna say if they were single, they just got really good looking. So,
Yeah, really.
Well, we know, Chris, that so we know one of them was the $1 billion one was one in Michigan, and the other one, the measly $800 million one was one in Maryland.
Man.
Also, so there were several $1 million winners. I guess if you get 5 out of 6, or there's some other secondary prize you get if you get close. And it was $1 million for this. I overheard. Now I can't confirm this based on my sources, but I overheard in the grocery store yesterday somebody talking, saying, "Yeah, there were $4 million winners in Arizona."
Yeah, sounds right.
Jeez.
well,
I should have made a lot of friends in Michigan, just in case.
You should have. Because now, what are you going to do for K cups?
Mhm.
That's true.
Well, It's interesting because I found out that the Michigan lottery winner actually used all of their winnings to buy GameStop.
Well, that explains a lot.
Another.
and drove away in a wonderful AMC Gremlin X. This would be, I don't know, like this would be the worst gift giveaway car.
The Gremlin, AMC Gremlin, that was the worst.
Every talk show gave that away too, or not talk show, but like Price is Right in its day,
Mm-hmm.
and then the models had to make it look good. Take it.
I'll just take the washing machine, Bob.
I drove to work in this. Take it.
Listen, we talk about my K-cup problem a lot here. This is all I have right now.
Oh wow,
You
you're
see
getting
it?
low.
I'm getting low. This is all
That
I have.
looks curiously similar to your water bottle, by the
I was
way.
gonna say normally when that's empty, that's what he drinks out of.
So, by the way, Chris, you're looking like you've gotten a little sun, even though we've had rain here.
I did. I got a spray tan last night.
Uh,
But it's don't worry. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not like a guy.
well,
that
apparently you are.
I'm not like a guy that gets a spray tan, but guys, I got a spray tan. Hey, look at me,
It's like,
spray tan guy.
I say that, and then every man that's watching just leaves. They're like, I can't. You've ruined my morning. I'm sorry. No, it was because I hit 10,000 followers on Instagram, and before I was
So I rewarded myself.
no. Yeah, people said, "What do you want to do to celebrate?" I said, "Spray me." I said, "I just want to spray tan."
Was this
No,
a place where you went in, or you just had a bottle of spray tan at home, or whatever? I don't know how that works.
No. I went somewhere. They
Oh.
were really great. The Bronze Bar. Here's what happened. When I was about at 6,000 followers, I said, "Guys, I couldn't imagine. Like, I would love to hit 10,000 followers. I don't know how, but if I did, I would want to do something to say, like, something crazy, just to say thank you, whatever." So I said, anything you want, put in suggestions. Everybody put in tons of suggestions, and somebody said spray tan. Then everybody was like, that's it. Let's go with the spray tan. So then there was a huge vote to say, when you hit 10K, do a spray tan. And I said, okay. So as soon as I hit 10K, the Bronze Bar in Scottsdale reached out to me and was like, we'll do it. We would love to do this. So I said, okay. So I'm purposely not showing you too much. I'm going to do a reveal photo this week, but I will.
No, please don't.
I will just.
Don't do us any favors.
Oh, wow.
Look at how dark this is.
You're looking good. You should have just waited a week or so, because apparently next week the Bronze Bar is offering pink spray tans for Valentine's Day.
And you'll smell like cheese.
You
Yeah.
smell like cheese. Yeah.
And you'll taste like vanilla. Wait, that's
It's funny. It's funny that you moved to Arizona and you're getting a spray tan. But Mike and I've lived here a long time. But Mike knows we like to go to Oranges Poranges and get our little spray on.
I like the name Bronze Bar. By the way, it makes it feel like everybody's just casually sitting at a bar and ordering. I think I'll have a vodka and medium dark.
Like there's like they're like someone's like, so what
Yeah, you gotta.
I got an interview tomorrow. Just want to look special.
Yeah. So how would you like it? Snooky, please. Can I get the Snooky?
Okay, then. I like Bronze Bar makes it sound like you're going to walk out of there looking like an Oscar. Look at that gentleman. I'll have what he had.
I would listen. Make all the laughs you want, but I liked it. Okay,
We will make the laughs.
Yeah, it's called the Morning Laugh, Chris. I don't know if you know about
We're
our
all
show.
supposed to be making laughs, Chris.
Yeah. What? So tell us about the treatment. Is it permanent?
It is. It's permanent. She told me later. She said you're going to be stuck with this man for the rest of your life. No, it lasts. I want to say like 11, 12 days. Don't say take it off. Did Wendy say take my tan? Take my tan off?
No, she's not talking about your tan, buddy.
Oh.
I think she's talking about the fact that you teased with pulling your shirt down a little.
Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense.
You show these people some skin, they just want more.
Crystal says, "My poor eyes."
Hey, maybe if one of you guys were the $1 billion lottery winner, I would show a little bit more of the tan, but forget it.
For how much?
For
How many
$1 billion.
How many K-cups will it take, Chris?
100,000.
Holy cow!
Okay, so what happened? Like how did you just go in there and then is it like a car wash? Do you
Yeah, I get a little freshener at the end that I just kind of carry. No, it was really because I've never done a spray tan. I don't know anything about it. So I go in, and the first thing they did, which I thought was nice, they asked me if I had any allergies, because then they had to make sure that certain chemicals were not used. So I said I'm just allergic to like everything, and they were like, "Good, that narrows it down for us." And then they said, "So if you get a tan in real life, what does it normally look like?" And I said, I never get a tan. I get sunburn. That's all I ever get. So I've never seen myself tan. This is the first time in my life. So they were like, okay, then how dark do you want to get? So they were able to it's pretty customizable. And I said, well, I don't know. Cause again, I have no idea. I said, I would like to look handsome Mediterranean if I could. And they said, no. And so this is what I got, and I love it. So
here's one of the other after shots.
There.
Looking good, Chris.
She got the pink spray tan. That was
No,
So-
it was good. It was good.
So are you in a booth and then you're sprayed down in the booth?
Yeah, so it's not like if you've ever seen Friends where the thing just sprays at you. It's actually turns out it's way more effective if a person does it. It's true. So it was like a hose.
Like Earl Shive?
What?
yeah.
I have the video of it. I stood in a
You
little
took a video of yourself getting tan sprayed by somebody.
Yes. Yeah,
Ooh.
Wow.
I do.
Wow, Chris.
I'll drop it.
Did you
I'll
bring a
drop it on
crew,
the-
or was it just like a selfie on your phone?
No, it's an actual video. I'll drop a small video on the Morning Laughs Facebook page after today's show, and
Okay.
you'll see a little bit of it. And then I'm doing a full video this week where you get to watch the whole process and laugh at me. But yeah, I'll drop it on Facebook.
Tom brings up a good question here. Did it go up your ears, up your nose? In your ears, up your nose?
No, they did really well. They didn't go anywhere. Well, ironically, I did have to take the COVID anal test. I don't know why. I was like, is this the place to do that?
I think they just do that to keep the spray from going where it shouldn't.
Yeah. I can't believe that's a real test in this world. No, it was overall. It was good.
So on that other note, did you know that in some colleges in America they are testing the sewage from the dormitories to figure out if they have COVID?
What?
Really?
Nope. Okay, didn't know that. Okay, yeah, that's another way they test the sewage coming out to see if certain dormitories are having outbreaks of COVID, and so
And the testing is done by the liberal arts students, by the way.
yeah.
They collect it the same way the Ghostbusters did the ooze under New York in part 2.
It's
Fake to go to a manhole and pretend they were doing something. You know,
they play a lot of like music, and then the stuff comes up and starts dancing. Never.
Hey, Josh, your setting looks different. Like you're in a different. Are you at your mom's house?
I'm actually in. Nope, I'm not at my mom's house because my mom's house doesn't exist anymore.
I apologize for bringing that up.
Actually, so fun fact about my mom's house. So I don't know if you guys know this. My mom's house was set ablaze by an arsonist last week. Yes.
Well, you prefaced that with, I don't know if you guys know this, but how
I
would
don't
we
mean
know that? You never mentioned it.
I think you meant. Did you read this in the paper?
So were you holding on to this information? We had lunch yesterday, all of us together, and you didn't mention one word about your mom's house being.
Oh, I
burnt.
thought that you all followed me on social media, so I thought that you would have seen it.
I did not.
Oh, okay. Well,
That's what the picture was. No, I remember seeing the picture. I thought it was. I couldn't make out what it was.
yeah. So that was my mom's. So there was a person in her neighborhood who likes to. They are a person without a home. I'm not going to say what kind of person they are, and
a bad person. I would say
a bad person.
Oh, an arsonist, a person in your neighborhood.
I'm not going to say what kind of person
in your
they are.
neighborhood.
Won't you be my neighbor? So is a person who goes around and they like to start fires, and then when people leave, they go in and they steal everything.
Okay.
So
Everything's that burnt up.
Yeah, no, like so because
The bad thief
I know it's it's dumb. It's the dumbest thing.
burn it to the ground and then go and steal what's left.
Yeah. So that's what happened. I'm gonna post a GoFundMe link in the description if anybody's interested. You know, if you don't worry about it. I don't. You know,
I'm picturing this arson's home. He's got like a washing machine that's half melted. He's got a smoldering Davenport.
he has to put it out every time he wants to sit down. He has to put out the fire.
Like this guy's always like, everyone's like, "Did you have brisket?" What? Yeah, I did.
Josh, I was under the impression that you were gonna put your mom's house on fire when you hit 10,000 followers. No,
Yeah, that was the goal.
That was the goal, but now I can't because someone beat me to it. Someone else hit 10,000 followers.
Did they catch this person, or you're just saying, I know there's a person in her neighborhood. I'm not going to say what kind of person, but they burn her house down.
They know it's there's 3 suspects and they all do the same thing in a neighborhood. This is in Hawaii.
So in her neighborhood, there are 3 different people that go burn down houses and steal everything out of them.
Yes.
That sounds like a rough neighborhood.
It is. I know, and I'm trying to get her to get out of there because of that whole reason. So that's
mom, by the way. His mom lives in Arsonville, Iowa. By the way.
Well, Josh, you should do a presentation on the show sometime as to why your mom should leave. Be like,
Yes.
bullet point number 1, your house is burnt down.
Yeah.
That's a good
That's one reason. Bullet point number 2, there are 3 arsonists in your neighborhood.
2 on each side, 1 across the street.
Yeah.
It's bound to happen. It's bound to happen, Mom.
Yeah, the not a month or 2 ago, the house next to her was set ablaze, and
I'm sorry, this is just crazy.
Luckily that forced her to buy renter's insurance. So
Oh wow, she just got renter's insurance.
just got it, and then now the company's like, you sure? You sure? I think here's the weird part is that so the day that it happened, the house. They get the call. They're in Bible study, and they had to go back and check on it. And the next day, they got invited to a luau, and she's like, "We're going to luau." I was like, "Didn't you already have one?" And it was weird. Never mind. Okay, that's too far. Too far, Chris. Too far.
No, that was perfectly
Basically,
far enough.
This is what I heard. The first neighbor's house was made of hay, and it burnt up. The second house was made of wood, and then it burnt up.
The third house was made of the Lord's protection.
I'm really glad that your mom got the insurance, because one thing I love about clauses is in every insurance clause, there's that act of God. Have you ever seen that? And I always feel like if you're, this is how you know that they're not Christian, because the people that run the insurance, like if I had an act of God insurance and I'm a believer, I could spin that any way. Be like, that was definitely God's work, especially if you don't believe in free will or whatever. You go, look, that was God for sure. That was an act of God. We can't pay that. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I know. I purposely crashed my car into that school, but I'm a Calvinist, so I feel like it was preordained.
It was preordained,
and this was the vehicle.
and those were the people that got run over. It was like a real bowling situation.
If it was a Pinto, you'd have to back into it.
Oh man, so that's our close call. Luckily, everyone is fine. That's why we can joke about it. But yeah, we have a GoFundMe going on, and hopefully, we can raise a couple of dollars just to help her out while the insurance company is denying her claim. And
where can people go for the GoFundMe?
I'm gonna post a link on the Morning Laugh if that's okay. I don't want to make people feel obligated, but
do it.
Yeah, we can do that.
And then have you guys ever had any fires in your house other than the fire of the Lord in your heart?
I burnt some macaroni and cheese.
Was it what?
Who knew you couldn't turn the pink up on high?
I was spray tanning my mac and cheese when it got red.
I was making my pink mac and cheese. I went to light my cigarette.
A pink mac and cheese. So you guys, that sounded like lyrics. I listened to Lil Wayne this week at your request.
Yes.
What was your thoughts?
I was not a fan of the music. I don't like that style of music anyway, but I was trying to listen. The only lyrics I was able to pull out of one of the songs, I only listened to two. And I don't know what they were called, but they weren't good. But one of the lyrics was, real G's move in silence like lasagna. I'm thinking I heard this wrong, but I listened to it several times. Real G's move in silence like lasagna. And I looked it up, and that is the lyric to that song.
I thought you were going to say, I looked it up and it's true.
Real G's do move in silence.
The most silent of all of the noodles.
Yeah.
The most silent of all of them. He will come in the night like a thief, like lasagna.
Oh my gosh. Lil Wayne, fun fact, he got pardoned by Donald Trump, ex-president Donald Trump. And you know who else got pardoned? Balloon Boy's parents.
Oh yeah, that was in the news recently. Yep.
Here's a picture of a chef's hat for some reason. Oh no, wait, that's the balloon. I forgot.
That's 100 folds.
That's 100 folds for how many eggs you can drop.
Why?
So Chris, are you familiar with this story, Chris?
I am. I was in high school.
Okay, I was trying to remember. I couldn't remember how long ago that was.
He was Balloon Boy.
I was Balloon Boy. It's still
So back many years ago, there was a big hot air balloon that went floating down, and somebody was yelling that their kid was stuck in it, and so it made national news. Everybody's there trying to rescue this kid, and it turned out it was a big hoax. And I don't know what the end goal was of that father that was trying to.
They were trying. This is real. They were trying to get a reality show.
That's right.
Oh, that's right. This was before. Yeah. So today he'd just get the reward would be Twitter followers. That then was trying to get their own reality show. Yeah. Yeah, that's
But
right.
What would that show be?
That's what I was just gonna say.
You know.
What's the plot?
Yeah.
Next on the family hoax.
Helium related hoaxes next week.
Every episode, the boy gets stuck in a balloon. It's like a,
But it's
like a
always
real-
a hoax.
it's a real Gilligan's Island show. Oh, no.
It's the
What-
same show every week.
You know what?
What-
Here's what I recall about the balloon boy scenario is that Mike, do you remember we went down to Tucson for an open mic and there was a guy who was called to stage and he didn't come to stage and they're like, oh, well, and they kept going.
Oh, that's
And then
right.
the guy was in the parking lot constructing out of aluminum foil
That's
a balloon that looked like this
Yeah, he did.
for one joke. And then he pleaded his case and they let him come in with it. I suspect he was high. But I remember the joke being not good, but
No,
I do
it was just
remember
the
the
fact
story to tell.
It was that balloon boy story was in the news all over the place that week, and he came on stage with a fake balloon. Yeah.
I had, you just brought me back in so many years of stand-up. There's always, at least every 3 years, there's one comic that will come in, do something crazy, and just leave. And you're just like, all right, that was weird, but I was a part of that life, so I saw it.
Yeah.
I didn't have a balloon boy comic, but I did have a dude that gets up on stage, and it was a weird show where you had to turn the mic on each time, like manually. You had to hold the button. That's what it was. You had to hold the button. So he gets up and he's doing his first joke, and it's like his best joke. I knew him a little bit, and he started off with his best joke. Well, he didn't hold the mic, and so everybody shouted from the back of the room, "You got to hold the button!" And he looks at us, and he goes, "Forget this!" And he chucks the mic, breaks a wall, and he runs out. And I didn't see him for 7 months. And 7 months later, he comes in, and I was like, to the same building, by the way, and he ignored it, like as if it had never happened. And I was just like, "Is everything okay?" And he's like, is wet okay? Everything's fine. And at that point, I'm threatened. Like, I feel like he's gonna kill me, so I just dropped it. But it was like one of the. It's not the balloon boy, but it's one of the weirdest experiences I've ever had.
So when he threw the microphone and broke the wall, did he escape through the hole he made?
Yeah,
Yeah.
was this the Kool-Aid Man?
Oh yeah. And it was like, what?
It was the Kool-Aid Man. Yeah,
Wow.
it was the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
That is very weird.
Well, anyway, so thanks for letting everybody know about my first open mic experience, Chris. And that was my story to tell. Okay, not yours.
that
That was your
That was-
comedy testimony.
was my truth.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We're Rhonda Corey's on. That's not how you do a mic drop. That's my impression of Rhonda Corey. Don't do a mic drop. It's me, Rhonda Corey. Hey.
Hey, look at me. I'm Ron the car. Yeah.
Hey, Rhode Island in the house.
Oh, a Jersey Shore.
I don't know where that came from.
Man.
Oh,
Yeah.
And then hey, so Mike, I hear that you don't like hotel rooms. I hear that is a source.
Brian will tell you we'll go on the road. Like if we're driving, it could be a 12-hour trip out to where we're going, and we'll do the show, and then we have a hotel room for the night. They'll give us hotel rooms. If after a show, and I will oftentimes forego the hotel room to drive through the night to get home. I don't like staying in hotel rooms. I'd rather get home. I think it goes back to when I was in the service, just always being away from home, just wanting so bad to be at home in my own bed. But
which
even to this
explains
day,
why we always have to take a boat home, which is just
I was in the Navy, by the way, everybody.
The 310 yacht from Yuma is a
So we'll be like in Albuquerque or whatever, it's an 8-hour drive, and sometimes we'll stay or I'll stay. But like I said, if Brian and I, if we go out there together, and they'll say, well, we have hotel rooms for you guys. You can just, stay there. And we'll go back there and I'll call Brian like at 11:30. I'm saying just driving home. What do you think? All right.
yeah.
So
And then
I don't know why it is, but I'll
Mike
do
gives
that.
me great advice, like just jump up on your bed, up and down like you slept in it,
Yeah.
and we'll leave.
So bookers have this weird rule.
Hey.
A lot of bookers have this weird rule is they'll fine you if you don't use the hotel room that they've set up for you. They'll say, okay, there's a hotel room. If you're not planning on using it, you need to tell us. If you don't use it and you don't tell us, then we charge you for the hotel room. Otherwise, they don't charge you if you use it. I don't understand why that is, I don't think they really would, but it's just weird.
Who's the spy working at the hotel that's going to tell your person?
I don't know.
Like, it seemed okay.
Comedians are not staying in their room.
Hey, Mike, so I was watching the video footage from your hotel room last night, and I noticed that you weren't there.
I noticed you were there, but you weren't sleeping, and that's the rule.
That's the rule. You got to close your eyes at least twice.
Well, does anybody have anything coming up in the near future that our lovely viewers and listeners can go and watch you? I'll say this. First of all, for everybody watching or listening, go to themorninglaugh.com and you can catch our schedule there, and also links to each of our individual websites also, which should have calendar events and where our next shows are and all that. Having said that, we have a couple of events coming up soon. We are calling them the Evening Laugh, and it'll be all four of us. One of them is on February 14th, Valentine's Day in Litchfield Park. Check the website. Another one is on March 3rd in Surprise, Arizona. Check the website for that. And yeah, other than that, I don't have anything else besides what we're doing together. Who else?
In March 6th, I believe it is, I'll be performing at Clean Comedy USA in Scottsdale, Arizona. So you can follow me and show up.
Awesome.
Brian.
I will be appearing on another show
Next week.
Yeah, that's, hey, you know what? Also, you can catch us next Thursday here at 6 a.m. Every Thursday, and then you can actually listen to the podcast if you weren't able to do this, or you want to listen to our lovely voices again. Follow us at The Morning Laugh on wherever you get your podcast is. So it's available on Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Google, Podkicker, Podcaster, everything, everywhere you get, literally everywhere. So come on, just join us. We're really excited to be pushing the podcast, and I think that it'll be a lot of fun for you to hear the jokes that you can't see.
By the way, Corey McCloskey adds, "Where's Whoopi? This is the most boring episode of The View I've ever watched." Right? There's not as much controversy, Corey.
Sorry, we had a special appearance by Sally Jesse Raphael, Corey, but
yeah, you missed that one.
And then I have, the only things I have coming up are with you guys, honestly. So please book me, is what I am saying.
Again, guys, go to themorninglaugh.com website, and that has links to all these things and all of that if you need more information, or obviously here on Facebook or YouTube or whatever you're watching this on. And follow us and subscribe. Wait, let me do that. Follow. I don't know where the buttons would be, but follow us and subscribe.
Smash that like button. That's the thing. Sally Jesse Raphael ruled. She sure did. Is she still alive? Is that another celebrity death we have to break to?
You can still see her in concert.
Oh man. What anything? So I think we're just gonna wrap it up, but we have like another minute left. So that's the weird thing about
that's good.
Ryan, do you want to sing or anything?
Yeah.
Let me do an impression.
Oh, God.
Hey, everybody, look at me. Christopher Walken, eh?
Hold on. It'll go something like this. Am I eating up enough time? Like to rub on the mic?
I love how your chair just scraped the mic.
Oh, guys, I'm getting late breaking news. You guys, we have just heard that in Queens, New York, the squirrels are attacking. In Queens, New York.
I read this story yesterday. Yeah, there's apparently they're having a massive problem with squirrels attacking. I'm picturing that they have little helmets and
Like helmets and-
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Little do we know the CIA has been funding weapons to the squirrels. We didn't even know it.
it's all part of the AMC stock controversy.
It's true.
They're doing that. And their leader is Lil Wayne.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. The squirrels are attacking with Little Wayne. Coming up at 7, we're going to tell you exactly how to keep your family safe. All right, that's it for us, guys. We are. That's it for us. So, guys, thank you so much for joining us here at the Morning Laugh. Tune in next Thursday at 6 a.m. Arizona time, and please listen to the podcast. Go and follow and share this with everyone that you love and hate, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.